Bojack just got paid. What is up, guys? I'm back with another Bears offseason news video. This time we got some really great news. Star safety Eddie Jackson has been extended to a 4-year contract worth $58 million with $33 million guaranteed. At $14.5 million per year, Eddie Jackson is now the highest average paid safety in all of football. This is coming as some pretty big news from Halas Hall because extending Eddie Jackson was one of the biggest priorities going into the season, and especially after he made the Pro Bowl yet again this year. Although his numbers were down, there was no way we were not going to extend him. So I'm really happy for him, really happy for his family, because he was a late round pick, you have to remember, so he didn't make that much money, initially through the draft, but now, obviously he's living life large. I get it. Some people are going to say that he's overpaid, that he shouldn't be getting this much money, but I heavily disagree with that, guys, because if we didn't make him the highest average paid safety in football, somebody else would have. Okay, you don't go cheap with players like this. You spend on star players like this. What he does for the back end of our defense, it's similar to Khalil Mack. This year, his numbers were down as it relates to interceptions, touchdowns, tackles, and so on. But guys, that's mainly due to the fact that, number one, Eddie Jackson was playing out of position a lot this season. He was playing more in the box rather than deep middle. So Ha Clinton-Dix kind of messed things up in that regard. And also, we had no pass rush this year. Without a pass rush, how are quarterbacks going to make those dumb throws that result in interceptions and in, touchdowns for our defense? Okay, that was something that did not happen this year. The quarterbacks were, sitting pretty in the pocket. So how you can't expect your safeties to really come up with anything in those situations. So Eddie Jackson did only have 2 interceptions. The year before he had 6, and the year before he had 3 touchdowns as well. So statistically, he did drop off, but if you look at his play, game by game, if you look at the film, there's not much of a drop off at all. He's still locking things up for the most part. He's still solid in coverage. Quarterbacks are still scared to throw his way because he's still that ball hawk that can take any ball and make it go the other way for a touchdown. So if you ask me if he was worth this money, I would say hell yes, guys. Obviously, he was worth this money because he's one of the best safeties in the entire NFL. I might be a teeny bit biased, but that's only because he's one of my favorite players on this Bears team, and he was one of the first Bears players to actually reach out to me and compliment me on my work. That meant so much to me at the time. And I've had a lot of conversations with him as well. He's a really nice, humble, hardworking dude, and he is a true leader for this team, okay? Notice who came to the aid of Mitch Trubisky first when all that stuff started going downhill. It was Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson kept this locker room composed the entire season. He kept on defending Mitch. He kept on defending every single player. He kept on defending Nagy. He only took blame on himself. Those are things that a true leader does. So we really appreciate all that Eddie Jackson does for this team, and I'm really happy that he got rewarded for his work. Okay, he also does a lot of good things in the community as well. He has his charity softball events, which he does every single year. He does a lot of stuff in the community. So he's a really good, hardworking, humble player who's also extremely talented, so he absolutely deserves this money. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below, but bear down.